Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, this is an exciting time for Falcons fans. The offseason has been buzzing with rumors, potential signings, and strategic moves that could shape the future of this team. And one of the biggest stories right now revolves around the possibility of the Falcons signing a wide receiver who has been making waves recently, especially after a brief stint with the Patriots. That player is none other than Gabe Davis, a guy who has shown he can be a deep threat and a game changer when given the opportunity. The reports suggest that the Falcons are considering making a move to bring him in on a deal worth around $9 million. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, let's break it down. Gabe Davis, during his 4 seasons in Buffalo, has established himself as a dangerous receiver who can stretch defenses and make those explosive plays down the field. Averaging 16.7 yards per reception, Davis has proven he can be a consistent deep threat, with at least one reception of 49 yards or more in each of his seasons. The kind of player who can turn a game on its head with one catch. And for a quarterback like Michael Penix Jr., who is entering his first full season as a starter for the Falcons, having a receiver like Davis could be a massive boost. Think about it. Penix, a young quarterback with a strong arm, needs someone who can capitalize on those long throws and turn them into 6 points. Davis's ability to produce 20-plus yard catches could open up the entire offense, giving Penix more options and making the Falcons less predictable. But it's not just about Davis. The Falcons are clearly trying to build around Penix, who is seen as the future of this franchise. After a promising rookie season, the hype around him is reaching new heights. Wide receiver Ray McCloud, someone who has been in the Falcons' locker room and knows Penix well, is already expressing his confidence. McCloud says he's excited about the upcoming season and believes Penix can lead this team all the way to the Super Bowl. He's seen him practice every day, observed his growth, and now he's ready to see that growth pay off on the field. For McCloud, having a quarterback who's polished and experienced, especially one who has shown flashes of brilliance, is key. And adding a veteran receiver like Davis could be the piece that takes the offense to a new level. Now, some of you might be wondering, what if the Davis deal doesn't work out? Well, the Falcons might have a backup plan that's just as intriguing. ESPN's Mike Rios reported that Jalen Polk, a receiver who used to play with Washington and was teammates with Penix there, might not make the Patriots' final roster. That's where the Falcons could swoop in. Imagine this, a player who already has a connection with Penix, who's familiar with his style, his throws, and his leadership. It's a smart move, especially considering the pressure and high stakes that come with a potential Super Bowl run. Polk has experience in high-pressure situations, having helped lead Washington to the national title game, and bringing him into the fold could give Penix a trusted target right from the start. This kind of strategic acquisition makes a lot of sense. It's about chemistry, familiarity, and understanding each other's game. Penix, in his brief time in the league, has shown glimpses of being a true franchise quarterback. His arm talent, decision-making, and poise under pressure are qualities that the Falcons are eager to harness. But no quarterback is an island, and weapons matter, especially those who can make big plays when it counts. Whether it's Davis or Polk, the Falcons seem to be laying the groundwork to ensure that Penix has all the tools he needs to succeed. And let's not forget the broader context here. The NFC South is a division in flux. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are trying to rebuild after Tom Brady's departure. The New Orleans Saints are looking to bounce back with new offensive schemes, and the Carolina Panthers are also in a rebuilding phase with a young quarterback and new coaching staff. The Falcons, on the other hand, are positioning themselves as serious contenders. They've made strategic moves in the past, but this offseason could be the one that defines their future. The signing of a veteran wide receiver like Davis or Polk isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about setting a tone, about clearly indicating that the Falcons are ready to compete at the highest level. Looking at the team's current roster, the offense is starting to take shape. With Kyle Pitts providing a mismatch nightmare at tight end and Drake London emerging as a reliable target, adding another weapon on the outside would make this offense even more dangerous. Penix's skill set, combined with speedsters like McLeod and potentially Davis or Polk, could create a potent attack that keeps defenses guessing. And for a young quarterback, the confidence that comes from having proven veterans around him can't be overstated. It's about creating a supportive environment where Penix can thrive, learn, and eventually lead this team deep into the playoffs. The coaching staff, led by head coach Arthur Smith, has been clear about wanting to build an offense that's dynamic and explosive. They've been working on scheme adjustments, focusing on improving protections, and developing the young core of receivers. The addition of a seasoned veteran like Davis or Polk would complement these efforts perfectly. It's about building a cohesive unit that can execute in crunch time, convert third downs, and deliver in the red zone. These are the details that can make or break a season, and the Falcons seem committed to getting every piece right. Now let's talk about the expectations for this season. The Falcons aren't just content with being spoilers or mid-tier contenders. The buzz around Penix, combined with the potential additions of Davis or Polk, suggests they're aiming high. The division might be tough, but with the right pieces, Atlanta can position itself as a dark horse. The talent is there. The coaching is in place. The motivation is undeniable. All that's left is to see how these potential signings unfold and how the team gels together once the season kicks off. If these moves come to fruition, it could signal a new chapter for the Falcons. A chapter where they're not just making up the numbers but challenging the best in the NFC. Penix's development, combined with the right supporting cast, could be the perfect storm. Think about it. A quarterback entering his prime, surrounded by talented pass catchers, with a defense that's also improving. The ingredients are there for a memorable season. And with the NFL always unpredictable, you never know. This could be the year the Falcons surprise everyone and make a deep playoff run. It's an exciting time, no doubt about it. And of course, all eyes are on the upcoming training camp and preseason games. These signings, if they happen, will be put to the test early on. Chemistry, timing, and execution will be crucial. Fans will be watching closely to see how Penix interacts with his new targets, how the offensive line protects him, and whether the new weapons can consistently make an impact. Every practice, every game, will be a step toward realizing these ambitions. And for the Falcons, it's about building a winning culture, about making sure that every player, every coach, and every fan believes in the vision of returning to the Super Bowl. So, as we look ahead, it's clear that the Falcons are making bold moves and strategic decisions. They're not just trying to fill roster spots, they're trying to craft a championship-contending team. The potential signing of Gabe Davis, the possibility of adding Jalen Polk, and the overall direction of the team paint a picture of a franchise that's hungry, focused, and ready to rise. For fans, this is a story worth following every step of the way. The NFL season is just around the corner, and the excitement is building. With all these developments, the Falcons could be on the verge of something special. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable year. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these potential moves and signings? Do you believe the Falcons are heading in the right direction? Are you excited about Penix's future leading this team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. This is a team on the rise, and with the passion and support of the fans like you, there's no limit to what they can achieve. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next video.